furniture, and more. That means you can take your furniture home that same day or have it delivered. Check out the Blockers Sleep Gallery too. They carry a huge selection of mattresses, including all the name brands you love. Blockers Furniture Truckload Sale. 2402 Southwest College Road, Ocala, next to Hobby Lobby. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details.
Are you tired of living with chronic pain, knee pain, joint pain? Listen carefully, because now there are new treatments available here. Not talking surgery or steroids. These are regenerative treatments from the medical professionals at QC Kinetics, now with offices in Ocala and the Villages. Hey everybody, this is Tom Schmitz. QC Kinetics is the leader in these exciting biological therapies that help restore and repair damaged tissues in your joints with lasting results. If you got pain in your knees, your shoulders, hips, back like I do, joint pain that won't go away, you need to check out these new treatments with astonishing patient satisfaction reports. They can actually help your body restore and repair itself with no downtime, no drugs, and no surgery. That's right, no surgery. Don't go through another year with that awful joint pain, and don't let them put you under the knife. Call QC Kinetics now for a free consultation. There's offices in Ocala and the Villages, so give them a call, 352-400-4550. That's 352-400-4550.
It's bow time. Ever taste something so good you just get hooked? Like the Bojangler, the only fish sandwich splashed with Bo's famous seasoning. So we're having a fish fry, Bojangle style, spicing up premium fish fillets with the good stuff and slathering them with melty cheese and tangy tartar sauce to hook your taste buds with just one bite. Reel in a Bojangler today, only at Bojangles.
Catch the Bojangler at 4828 Southwest College Road here in Ocala.
Good credits, bad credits. It's none of our business because we're not an auto dealer. We're not a bank. We're not your mother. We're OcalaForSale.com. Marion County's marketplace for cars, trucks, and SUVs. We've got thousands of sellers standing by to take your call. No middleman. But hurry, don't walk, don't run. Just sit down and log on to OcalaForSale.com. Prices and inventory change daily. Offer does not include dealer upcharge. Undercutting, rust proofing, factory surcharge, or delivery fee. See website for details.
Hey there, Congresswoman Kat Kamak here, your conservative voice in our nation's capital. I'm so proud to be an advocate for the over 65,000 veterans here in North Central Florida. The new Ocala VA clinic is now open, providing important primary care and specialty services. If you're a veteran in the Ocala area, thank you for your service. Feel free to get in touch with our team by visiting us online at camac.house.gov. I'm Kat Kamak, and it is my honor to serve you.
This ad is paid for by official funds authorized by the U.S. House of Representatives.
Now you've done it. Have you lost your mind? He's back. And you're listening again. A legend in his own mind. Don't believe me? Just ask him. Here's Tom Schmitz live on WOCA. The Source.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks on a Wednesday. Yes, for all the people that are texting me, we're going to get into what took place at City Council last night. We'll get into that a little later, though. I got to work into it, folks. It's early in the morning. I got to work into it. Right now, joining me in studio is Diana Worthman, the specialist, Perkins Business and Technology Department, and Bonnie Hayes, the manager of work readiness in the Business and Technology Department from the College of Central Florida, CF, as we all like to affectionately call it. Ladies, good morning to you.
Good morning. Thank you for having us.
You like the view better than the mall?
Oh, yeah. This is awesome. Love it.
I love this view, but I really miss seeing somebody about once a week walking to that steel pole that was just outside the window at the old radio station.
That's some entertainment.
There was a steel light pole right outside the window, and somebody would inevitably once a week walk right into it.
Oh, yeah.
In their phone, staring at their phone, walk right into it.
Yep.
So, a lot of job opportunities here at the airport. A lot of employers all around. Everywhere you drive, there's employers everywhere across the street at OBS. You got insurance up and down the street here. And it's, for a college graduate, traversing the sea of employers can be quite difficult. What does CF do to help its graduates as they're getting ready to go out into the workforce?
Yes, so that's really where Diana and I live, is in that space between the college and employers, and get to connect with the business community with a lot of different ways, bringing companies on campus. We just had a career fair on campus not too long ago. We've done information sessions, virtual information sessions, classroom presentations, different things like that, just trying to expose students to all the different opportunities that are available. And you're right, we're growing so much around here, and there's such great opportunities for our students, and we really want to encourage them to stay local because there are such good opportunities here in our community.
Diana, that was the question I was going to ask. How important is it that we keep our best here in our community and not let them get away?
I think it is absolutely one of the most important things that Bonnie and I can contribute to the college, is to get our students jobs here locally. We have some awesome students that have skills sets that are needed within our community, in the manufacturing area, agriculture area, equine business. I was telling Bonnie right before we walked in, I looked across the street and I said, wow, look at all those cars. There are a lot of employees and employers out here just on this highway too.
Yeah, every day I'm amazed at when I can leave here, just the employee parking lot at OBS.
Yes.
How full just that one parking lot is. And then as you go up and down the road, you got the FTBOA, and you got the Florida Equine Insurance people. Just the equine industry on this road right here, and how busy it is. And that's just one of the industries, Bonnie, that we have in this community. And with the help of the CEP, those opportunities are only growing by leaps and bounds. So really, a CF student has a plethora of opportunity to succeed right here at home.
Yeah, they really do, but I think a lot of our students are not fully aware of all the opportunities we have. I think, in past years, Ocala had that reputation for not having the top opportunities, but we've grown so much. And yeah, CEP has done an amazing job bringing in different businesses and new opportunities for our students. So that's really where Diana and I come in, is trying to build that awareness among our students and the different things that we do. The college recently purchased a couple of web-based platforms. One is called GradCast and one is called Handshake, to kind of facilitate a more direct connection, I guess, between companies and students, in an online web-based platform where students are going to go online and, do things virtually and connect that way. So there's a lot of, effort there, I guess, to bring awareness to our students. And speaking of the equine industry, we've got the World Equestrian Center right down the road, and their opportunities really run the gamut. We do have an equine studies program, and it's great for them, but there's opportunities in hospitality and business and event planning and just engineering even out there. So all different kinds of things.
How has the pandemic changed how employers look and how they're coming after prospective employees? And has it been a change for the better by going more virtual, where you can reach out to more people and you don't have the one-on-one? Because back before the pandemic and all, it was still even though you would virtually do some things, you still got dressed in business casual or business attire. You went in, you met the prospective employer with employee. There was a sit down at a desk. All that's changed now because of the pandemic. How has it impacted what you guys do? And has it changed for the better, for the worse, or is it just the natural evolution of how things go?
Yeah, so I'll just share my perspective on that. Pros and cons, definitely, with that. It's really pushed the envelope, or the need to be in the virtual space and have online presence. And a lot of employers, of course, switched to doing the virtual interviews and connecting with candidates in that way. But on the other side, too, I think our students maybe have missed out on the interpersonal skills and that interpersonal connection. And we're just really starting to build back to that. And like I said, we just had a career fair on campus, an in-person event we were so excited about. And just seeing the attendance there and the students being able to talk one-on-one with employers and have that conversation about what kind of skills they're looking for. So I don't think it's one or the other. I think there's definite benefits of being pushed to a virtual space, but we don't want to forget the in-person side of things too. It's really both moving forward, and I think employers see that and are using that, and we're trying to get that message to our students as well.
Yes, I think too that the employers like to be able to meet people at the career fair face to face, see who they're connecting with, see if they can build a relationship with that person. However, when you're virtual, you can reach out to more people, more students. You have a bigger audience that you can solicit your jobs to, and the students have more access that way too towards more employers.
Are you finding, as you try to bring students towards employers and vice versa, that the pandemic has changed the way people want to work? Now you're hearing the word flexibility, that employees want the flexibility of maybe one day at home or maybe all work at home. Is that something that is new to the workforce, and does it look like it's something that's going to stay, this desire to have flexibility, where it looks like almost sometimes the employees have all the cards and the employers are having to catch up?
Yeah. Flexibility, is definitely a big thing for our students. Maybe a generational thing, and I think that was in place even before the pandemic, but the pandemic definitely highlighted that and really emphasized it even more. But yeah, some flexibility. We've got some great supportive employers in the community, though, where they'll let a student leave for a little while if they've got to go to class and then come back. So they're able to break up that shift as much as possible, or just rearrange things, give them a 4-day work week instead of a 5-day work week. So I think employers are trying to be flexible as much as they can. There's some places that they can't, certain places you've got to be there for that full shift and things like that. But I think that's definitely an enticement for candidates these days, that they're going to be looking for that.
I know one of the buzzwords now is signing bonus. You always hear employers are offering signing bonuses. Is that something you're seeing used when you bring, especially in the manufacturing fields and stuff, where if you come on, after your 90-day probation period, you'll get your $1,000 signing bonus or something like? Is that something you're seeing more prevalent in the business community now?
Most definitely, we see that more today than we have in the past, especially during our recent career fair. We were listening to conversations with the students, and that was one of the benefits for the students was, hey, we're going to offer you a $500 signing bonus that, like you said, you receive after your first 90 days.
So that's they're using that as an incentive
exactly.
to get because it's really an open competition between employers, isn't it?
It is, yeah, and I think there was a season of time where people were stuck at home and got used to not working, and I can only speak from the student perspective and what I've observed from them, that there wasn't the motivation to get out there and work during the pandemic so much. But now that we are coming out and hopefully out of that pandemic mindset, it's rebuilding that thought process among our students, like, okay, it's time to get to work. It's time to get out there and start building your skills and building your life and your career.
Has the pandemic been a setback? And I'm sure the answer is yes, but we're going to look at it anyway. Has the pandemic been a major setback to the ability for a program like the program you two work in to reach out to employers? Because it's really some of the jobs you're trying to put students in contact with are jobs that it is a face-to-face thing, and it's something you got to show up to every day. How far did the pandemic set that process backwards?
Our department, though, is actually pretty flat. We've had about the same number of students in our classes due to the fact that they could do it virtually. They could do their programs online. And you're right, a lot of our employers needed people on hand face-to-face because they needed them to be trained. But I think they're over that now, and I think they're ready to get back to the work, and our students are as well. In one of our current programs on the campus, we have over 100 employers looking for students, and many of these employers have multitudes of jobs available for our students as well. We send those jobs openings out to our students daily, and they're posted online even for community members as well.
Yeah, I was going to ask, how often do you update the student population on job availability, and it sounds like you do it every day.
Yes.
Pretty much, yeah. We have job postings coming in every single day from the local community, and we love the employers in the community and just how supportive they are of our students and our graduates. So Diana works a lot on that and posting those jobs and sending out directly to students and targeted programs of study, and we post them on our website once a week. That's updated weekly, and we've got some new web-based platforms, like I said, that connect students and employers directly.
Is this program offered at all the campuses, not just the Marion County campuses? Are they offered at all the CF campuses?
Sure. So we're posting jobs and sending those out to students in our other campuses as well, our Citrus campus, Levy campus. It goes out to students in programs of study regardless of what campus they're based at.
Because a lot of people, when we think local community, they think Marion County, Ocala, Marion County.
Right.
People forget that Denellen and Bellevue are both in Marion County.
Yeah.
They forget that Citrus and Levy are serviced by the College of Central Florida. So when you talk about local community, it's not just, even though we have hundreds of employers right here in Ocala and Marion County, it's not just employers. You get a well-rounded base of employers 3 counties wide.
You're right, we do. We also get employers from Alachua, Lake, Sumter, Orange County, you know, even St. Augustine area. We're getting employers even from the East Coast and the West Coast looking at our students.
Wow. So, and that just gives the students more opportunity to go to work faster. Is one of the biggest fields that you're finding that employers are needing somebody now is the nursing industry?
Oh my goodness, yeah. So healthcare, definitely, that's the big need, and you know we're expanding our healthcare programs at the college. So yeah, definitely a big need from the hospitals, from long-term care facilities, you name it. I will say Diana and I focus on business and technology programs, and we've got a fabulous system over in the health sciences area for connecting those students with their job opportunities.
Let's talk about the technology part of this, because that's a field that it seems like it ebb and flows. It seems like that everybody talks about how tech is king, but sometimes tech is king, and then sometimes it takes back. It's a little less than healthcare, and then it's king again. Coming out of the pandemic, with all the new technological advances that people were able to create while they had all this downtime, they were sitting at home, all the new inventions that have come out, things like the Zoom call and everything, all the different things that now people think are necessities. Are you seeing that employers in the tech fields are wanting the best and the brightest, and so they're coming to CF saying, please supply us?
Sure, yeah, we have requests for IT candidates frequently, and I will say also the social media side of things. It's a big request and a big need, you know, using social media marketing, web design, things like that. Cybersecurity, of course, that's on the upswing, and really a lot of demand there. And software development, having some students kind of explore that area, and some need there as well. And every company uses technology, like you said. Every company.
Every
so
company.
I don't care what industry it is. There is a need there for a student or a candidate who has those technology skills. Every company needs that.
How often does this occur? What I'm about to ask, how often does it occur, and how important it is to the process? How often does it occur that students that still aren't quite finished with school, but are very close to finished, how often do you put them with employers where they can actually get real life skills while still finishing their degree? And is that important to the process to make sure these students are a success?
Well, sorry.
That's okay. That's what Bonnie's
is my just passion, and you're just hitting on a strong interest area for me. As I'm just trying to get the message to the students from day one. Don't wait until you graduate to start building your resume and get some experience, whether it's an internship, a part-time job, or if you're getting hired for your full-time job, you know, before graduating. That's the best case scenario. I think maybe in years past, students didn't work or wanted to focus on school, and that was fine then, but it's not really fine anymore. I really want to get that message to students from day one when you come in the door you're building your resume academically, but also work related as well. So when you graduate, you position yourself, they position themselves so much better for career opportunities. So we're really promoting those job opportunities to students while they're still in school.
I think the employers want that too, because they want the opportunity to groom the students into their needs and their profession. So usually if we can get them into an internship, then they have a job waiting for them when they graduate.
Well, I just never understood. Nurses would go into internship, people in the medical field. I'm a teacher by trade. I have a degree in education. We had to do student teaching, and we had to go get our feet wet while we were still in school. And I thought, why doesn't everybody make sure their students get into the workforce while they're seniors in college or something, to get their feet wet, get them attuned? And a lot of employers then can shape them towards what they need. And a lot of times that internship turns into a job.
Right. And our faculty is awesome about that as well. You know, they have their connections in the community, if it's an engineering field or nursing field, so they can help our students get positioned into those internships as well.
With the new businesses that are coming, because we were at one time an economy of horses and houses. That's what we were. We were the two H's, horses and houses. But now with so much new business that have come in the last decade, how has that expanded what you guys have to do outreach-wise to make sure that you stay on top of the best opportunities for your student base?
Yeah, I think definitely getting out into the community as much as we can, being involved with the CEP and other professional organizations, and really having an ear to what employers are looking for, what the new opportunities are. We have a group at the college, the employer engagement team, just a variety of people that are connecting with businesses and employers in the community. We'll go out and do industry tours. Again, bring employers in on campus for presentations, information sessions. We've been able to host some really interesting virtual career chat kind of things. We had R&L Global on campus for an information session. We've hosted Fastenal, Dan Livingston from Fastenal for an information session, and just a wide variety of employers. We just look for any way we can to stay connected and really listen to what the need is. And of course, CareerSource helps us with a lot of information, what the demand is, and really listening to that and trying to tailor our programs according to what the local demand is, and staying, really current and on top of that.
So what I hear you both saying is it's very important in your job to network properly to get the right opportunities for your students, and that you do that through networking with different employers, different technologies, different business sects. With that being said, how important is it, or do you have a situation where you teach that networking skill to the student? Because without networking, you're just spinning your wheels these days. And I remember when I got to college, I remember out of high school, I went to college, nobody taught me to take notes in high school. You got to college, you had to learn on the fly. Well, now they actually lecture in high school for college prep and everything, and teach kids how to take notes, preparing them for college. Well, when you get out in the real world, networking is a must, or you will go belly up. So is this program teaching networking to students, and how important is that to the overall success of the program?
Yes, our programs do teach networking. It is vitally important, especially since some of these younger students, they don't have experience in the workforce yet. And so they don't have those social skills developed at this time. I wanted to bring up, too, that not only are we teaching this to our students, but also to the general population. This Friday, we are having an admin professional day, and it's by reservation, but it was and is open to the community. And we're going to have a lot of networking opportunity during the day.
And networking, it in the 21st century is the key to successful business. It really does put a lot of emphasis on, sometimes it's not what you know, but who you know. And sometimes the networking you can get, and the fact that you guys are teaching that to students so that they can have that tool in their toolbox as they leave the campus. Now, I know you work towards doing job fairs and everything. what's the follow-up? Is there, after they're off campus, does this program follow up with those students to see how they're doing 3 months down the road, 6 months down the road?
So that's a great lead-in to something that I wanted to talk about is GradCast is a web-based platform that we recently purchased, and that does connect with our graduates. So it gives them an online platform to keep their information updated. They can upload a resume. Diana and I can access that and send that resume to employers. We can reach out directly to those grads and let them know about job opportunities or, hey, how are you doing? And it's an automated system that sends them a text as well. Are you currently working? Are you currently working in your field of study? Do you need help finding a job? There's an automated system there where they can send in their replies, and we can follow up with those grads. So we're super excited about that. It's brand new, getting that underway. And then Handshake as well is another web-based platform that our students and our graduates can use, keep their profiles updated, connect directly with employers, and we can access them and reach out to them as well that way.
Those employers too, on both programs they service over 550,000 employers from across the country. So that gives our students a great opportunity should they want to move to Alaska or the West Coast.
Well, I was going to ask that. I was going to say, even though we want to keep our best and brightest here, is there opportunity on a national scale for them to find work?
Right.
Yeah,
Yes.
both of those platforms support national employers and national connections. But I do want to build the local database and
Right.
build a lot of our local employers there and make those local connections as well. So those are new products we're rolling out. We're super excited about that and to share that with the business community.
Well, I just think that any kind of extra tool you can give a student as they come out of college into the workforce, it only benefits our community and the student and the college, by the way, that because then students will go out and say, no, your college doesn't do this. Let me tell you about it. And it's just the word of mouth because of how much you support your students as they come out of school and then afterwards does a lot to tell people why CF is as great a school as I know both of you think it is.
Thank you.
We've been talking with Diana Worthman and Bonnie Hayes. They're in the Business and Technology Department at CF. Ladies, thanks for coming in and shedding some light on these programs that you offer.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us. We appreciate it.
We're going to take a break. When we come back, we got another interview coming up. I think it's either Audubon or we'll get to it. It's going to be a good interview. So we don't have bad interviews here. It's going to be a good interview. We'll be back with that after this time out. 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source.
Broadcasting from the Ocala International Airport, this is WOCA AM, W242CA FM, Ocala, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
In today's Ag News from South...
USA Radio News with Lance Pry.
A natural gas well exploded at Barksdale Air Force Base Tuesday. Barksdale is in southeast Shreveport, Louisiana, injuring 2 contract workers. The cause of the explosion has not yet been determined. Heavy winds kicked up flames outside of Flagstaff, Arizona Tuesday, burning through 24 structures and forcing the evacuation of more than 700 homes. Jim Driscoll is the sheriff in Coconino County in northern Arizona.
This was a very difficult evacuation procedure. The rapid movement and progression of this fire made the evacuation much more difficult and complicated than we've had in the past.
Biden officials have a dilemma. Moderate Democrats are asking them to delay the repeal of Title 42 at the border, but doing so would upset the party's progressive base. That includes members of the Congressional Hispanic Caucus, who are scheduled to meet with the president next Monday.